Good morning, and good Saturday morning. You already know that this is Dr. K and Elder who?
Mama.
My wonderful co-host. I don't understand how she always gets the clap. I can't get no clap, you know what I'm saying? And welcome to Kingdom Conversation. You already know that this is the successful Saturday edition. And so we are super excited.
Super excited.
You know
what can I say?
We're coordinated today.
We're coordinated.
Girl,
It's just something about that spirit of unity. I mean, it's just amazing.
Absolutely.
When you got out of the car, I said, oops, he did it again.
Yes.
My God.
You know, there is power.
There's power.
In the unified front.
Yes, it is. I'm
Hello,
telling
somebody.
you, always have been.
So we are super excited to be unified
We
this
are.
morning.
Yes, we are.
In color and in spirit.
And all that
And
stuff.
in
We're so excited.
Just excited.
Yeah.
So I was posed the question earlier, have I always been this excited?
Yeah.
And enthusiastic when I speak?
Well,
Yes.
do I answer that or do you answer that? Always.
Yes.
Can we say always?
Yes, you got to wake up on fire.
Yeah,
you got to wake up on fire.
Yes,
so
you do.
You already know that this show, Kingdom Conversation, is meant to empower, equip, inspire, and push somebody in radio land, Facebook land, Instagram, and Twitter land to be great.
To be great.
So we definitely want to thank you for tuning in by the radio airwaves this morning. And of course, to our Facebook listeners and our live followers, want to thank you for tuning in to the broadcast this morning.
Yes.
Well, you already know.
Yeah.
We're entering into the latter part of the year.
We are.
But we are still on the assignment of mindset.
Absolutely.
Because again, you know, En Vogue did have a song that said when you free your mind, then the rest will follow.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are still on this quest to help people to free their minds.
Yes,
because your mental capacity or the lack thereof, your emotional health and stability, it really does dictate the performance of your life.
Yes, it does. Absolutely. And I'm telling you, the battle is in the mind. And it's not until we reach up and grab that. And sometimes you have to command your mind.
That's right.
Come on, to cooperate with God's will for your life.
That's right.
And because there are issues in life that will cause us to compromise.
That's right.
And so we'll start thinking one thing.
That's right.
And Joyce Myers quoted a phrase a couple of years ago, and she started talking about stinking thinking.
Yes.
And so we have to take authority over those spirits.
That's right.
That causes us to feel less than our best.
Less than who we are.
Yeah.
And you know, that's why I think it is so important that we read the word. And the word always tells us to change our thought process, change our pattern and think about things that are good, right, lovely, noble, and wonderful.
Let the mind
be
like Christ Jesus.
That's right.
And you know, and he always thought about those positive things. He brought the best out of us.
That's right.
We have to flow in that place.
That's right.
Because life is filled with so many transitions.
Yes.
And if we're not careful, we'll buy into it.
Yes, we will.
And we'll think because of an issue of today that's going to be the rest of our life.
That's right.
But how many of you know, liar, pants on fire.
And your present situation does not dictate your destination.
We're on fire already.
We're already on fire.
Because
the truth of the matter is we love to say the truth will make you free.
Yes, we do.
But the question today is, are you really walking in truth?
Yes.
Are you really being healed? You know, and the word tells us that we're healed by our testimony.
Yes.
But there's so many people that are caught up on the facade. They don't want to tell. But somebody is looking for you to be honest today.
Honest today.
Yes.
And the unfortunate is that we mask
Yes.
so well.
Yes, we do.
We do it so well.
Yes.
We can do it to the point where we never look broken.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've got infusions. We've got all of this stuff that makes it look as if you notice in society, everybody wants you to look young, stay young, be young.
Yes.
When the truth of the matter is, every day of our lives, there's a change going on the inside, and that's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. And so
I'm telling you,
I
it's
love
okay.
I love our entry song.
Yes.
And it is take the shackles, off your feet and start dancing.
Yeah.
And that's important because people are literally walking around shackled.
They're shackled.
And it's not the physical shackles that we've seen in history books.
That's
right. But it is the mental shackle.
It is.
And the mental shackle determines and dictates who you are.
It does.
What you believe, how you function, how you flow. And so people are shackled by, life and decisions and mistakes. They're shackled by failures and shortcomings.
Yes.
People are walking around, but they don't even want to try.
You're right.
They're just existing.
And they've been fooled to believe that they need to be ashamed of the thing that they've gone through. But you know what? It's that shame that builds that character.
That's right.
That makes you the woman or the man of God, that you can even bring about deliverance in the lives of others.
Somebody
if you've never gone through anything,
that's right.
Come on, somebody. Nobody wants to hear from a person
That's
that
right.
has never endured.
That's
It doesn't
right.
matter that you haven't been out there.
That's right.
You can be inside in your home, never leave, and you're going to go through something.
You're going to go,
Hello, somebody.
You're going to go through something.
Come on.
And, that's where people gain respect.
That's right.
They gain strength.
Yeah.
They gain the will to live.
That's right.
They gain the will to do.
Yeah.
And to just really embrace the fact that I can achieve.
I
make
can.
it. If we never talk about the fact that we were bullied,
yeah.
a kid doesn't know that they don't have to commit suicide.
That's exactly right.
If a person never talks about the fact that I was
depressed now,
but now I'm healed.
Okay, so can we shout?
I
was shout bitter, today? Okay,
but now I'm free.
I'm telling you.
People need to know those things.
They need to know.
So that they can embrace the knowledge.
Yes.
And then, of course,
that's amazing.
Move into a place of being healthy for real.
That's right, for real.
Having joy for real.
For real.
And so we are excited today.
Yes, we are. We're so excited.
We're so excited.
Excited.
Because you know what? It's time for us. Dr. Gina says it like this. She says it's time for you to start standing on top of your story.
Of your story.
And when you stand on top of your story, it makes you money.
Come on. That means it's under your feet.
It's under your feet.
That means you've been set free.
That's right.
That's another level.
And you're no longer ashamed. Because when you remove the shame, you can move into your expected place, your destiny.
Exactly
so we are excited this morning.
Yes, we are.
We had in the month of August, as we started, getting ready for school, July and August, we had millennials on the show. We had people that were doing some great things that were young. Because a lot of attention right now is on millennials.
That's right.
And what they're not doing.
Right.
But there are some people that are millennials that are doing fantastic things
That's right.
with their lives. And so, who better to talk to a millennial than a millennial?
Woo! I'm telling you.
Or just to talk. Because problems don't have an age.
That's right.
Hello, somebody.
That's right. That's another book.
It doesn't have an age.
That's another book.
Self-esteem, low confidence, suicidal thoughts, divorce, breakups, diet.
Come on.
That don't have an age.
Depression, oppression, being bound, and all that stuff. It doesn't have an age.
Brokenness, single homes, disjointed. They don't have an age.
So financial difficulties.
Don't have an age.
No, it don't have an age.
It don't have an age.
There's always a place we gotta press in.
Yes.
We gotta push.
Mental instability.
We gotta do that.
It don't have an age.
It doesn't have an age.
It doesn't have an age.
Disappointments.
It doesn't have an age.
It doesn't have an age.
Not understanding why things are happening doesn't have an age.
Have an age.
And so we're excited today to have our guest in the studio.
Woo!
Yes, we are.
We are. Hallelujah.
Child, Adrienne Mullins is an amazing millennial. She's amazing.
She is. Yes,
and so she's involved in many things. I mean, when we started talking about what millennials are doing and how creative they are and how just diverse and how they're really employing their skill sets, she's the person. She embodies that.
She embodies
she is. I mean, don't judge a book.
Don't do that.
By its cover.
I'm just saying.
And was it Timothy, Mama? Now, correct me now.
Come on.
He said, don't let him despise you because of your what?
Your youth.
Yeah,
come on now.
She's a producer on the news.
She's a producer. Come on here.
Working television.
Which means she's been doing that a while. She's been walking and crafting her gift a while.
That's right.
And that's the amazing thing about millennials. You just have to start.
And they get it quick.
You just got to start and get it.
They get it quick. So she is a producer on 5 o'clock news.
Woo!
I mean, she's a blogger. She's a writer. She's channeled her in. And I think this is so amazing.
Yeah.
When you have that energy, find a way to channel it.
Yes.
So she has channeled her energy into releasing her first book.
That's
Just Be Honest.
Just be honest.
And so we're going to be diving into that.
That's
she has a
powerful.
dating, blogging website. She's a researcher.
We need all that.
She is just, she's been featured in The Voice Dallas magazine where she's telling her testimony and how she's pursuing her degrees and just living
the girl is off the chain. She's off the chain.
Come through, millennials.
And she has the nerve to be beautiful. Come on. That's ministry. Again. That's ministry. I'm just saying.
We on cherry pick, but all our guests look good.
They look good.
They look good. We changed the game on Christian.
Yeah, we did.
Hello, somebody. I'm just saying. Because I started saying I was going to be fit, fine, and fabulous. I'm still saying.
All of that.
But I'm a cute doctor.
Hello, somebody. Filled with the Holy Ghost. Come on, somebody. Come on. But it's a ministry. Yes, it is.
You ought to make the kingdom look good.
You got to make it look good.
You ought to make your degree look good.
Come on, somebody.
Hello, somebody. So we are excited to have Adrienne in the studio this morning in person. And so we're just going to give her opportunity to tell us who she is, what she does,
who are you, girl?
this entire assignment of blogging and the book came about?
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for having me. That introduction, man, I'm like, wait a minute. She sounds good.
You know what? Because we never stop to think about the stuff we're accomplishing.
Right.
And it is beautiful.
Right. Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
And I'm like, oh, yeah.
You listen to your girl.
She said,
I did do that.
Right.
I did do that. That's right.
Amen.
Well, once again, like I said, I want to thank you guys for having me here on the show. And just what you guys were talking about, everything that you were saying was exactly what was going on to me. I had become so good at masking everything. No one knew what all was really going on.
My God.
So the funny thing is, the blogging started 2015, so 3 years ago, and I've been single for a very long time, and I had no problems admitting that.
Yeah.
So I started off doing this blog it started off as an experiment. I was like, you know what, Adrian, you don't date, you're single. Let's do something to fix this.
Yeah. Okay.
So I started off like making myself. It was originally called 50 First Dates.
Okay.
And the idea was for me to actually get out there and start dating. Because you know, you can't meet someone if you're always in the house.
How amazing
is that? Let me chime in.
Come on.
Let me chime in.
That's good.
Come on, single women that say they want to be found.
Come on, lean in real close.
We do a the Live Out Loud Singles Conference.
Yeah.
And we don't talk about 50 ways to get a man.
Yeah.
Right.
But we do tell you how to be a better person.
Yeah.
And one of the #1 tips is come out of your workplace and behind your computer and get out. So what a wonderful idea.
And that's exactly what I did.
It's amazing. Good job.
Oh, it was awesome. I went to some events just to kind of, get myself out there. And what I discovered in that process is that it was a deeper issue than me just not getting out. So I kind of transformed the blog, and I just started talking. I just started sharing my thoughts about dating or about my past relationships. And it's so funny how every step led me somewhere different.
It will.
And I
feel the Holy Ghost.
Self-discovery.
Absolutely.
That's good.
And that's kind of what it turned into. I started writing, and I started thinking to myself, wait, is that how you really felt?
Yes.
And then, of course, for me, being a natural journalist, I started to process, okay, so what does that mean for this? What does that mean for that?
Yeah.
And then that's kind of where the blog took me. And then the blog led me into the book. Actually, one of my mentors, I love her to death, in Atlanta, she did an author challenge. She was like, if you're ready to write your book, I'll do it with you. And at first, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to write about.
Yeah.
But, for some reason, I always felt that there was a book inside of me. I know for whatever reason, God wanted me to write a book.
Oh, my God.
And
That's
I was like,
good.
I don't know what you want me to say,
The
God.
girl said there's a book inside of me.
There's a book
There's a book inside of you, too.
Yes,
absolutely.
a book. Yes.
That's good.
So I started the process, and what I discovered is I was hiding a lot of stuff, not just from everybody else, but from myself.
Right.
I had become so good at hiding and masking feelings and emotions that I was hiding them from myself.
Wow.
Right.
Because the first chapter I wrote was about my cousin. He lost his life in an attempt of suicide, and that was in. Oh goodness, makes me feel really old thinking about it. It was in high school.
Yeah.
I remember 2005. And as I was writing that chapter, I didn't even realize I never gave myself the opportunity to mourn.
Right.
So for 13 years, I held on to the pain of my cousin leaving. And even in there was a level of guilt because he and I, next to my brother, were the closest in age.
Right.
And I just felt, and I'm sure a lot of people who have experienced loved ones passing to suicide, there's always that feeling of, why did I not notice this?
Right.
Why did he not, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that was like the first level where I realized that I was holding on to guilt. And it was never something for me to carry. And as I was writing the book, that was the one thing that I learned. And it was funny because I didn't know what I was supposed to write.
Right.
I just started writing.
Yeah.
And I started.
Once you start releasing.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes. And there was such a healing in that. Because even case in point, I know you guys from church.
Right.
I'd be there every Sunday dancing, being in the choir. But there was so much that I was dealing with.
Right.
That I don't know if anybody, even my closest friends, didn't notice what was going on. But what I discovered in this process of writing the book, just being honest, there was a release that had to be let out there.
Yes.
Because the things I noticed, I discovered it one day when I don't know why I get my best thoughts in the shower.
Right.
Yeah, we all have a place.
Yes, and that was it. And I discovered, and I started crying because I realized, although, yes, my story is my story, it has my name written on it, but it was never truly for me.
Right.
Everything that God allowed me to go through,
that's powerful,
was to express to other people. Because even something as simple as, just, if I can be honest, I'm not the most, or at least I wasn't the most saved, filled with the Holy Ghost representation in college.
Right.
And even in those moments, I would hold on to that shame because I grew up in church. I knew right from wrong.
Right.
And I did not want anyone to know that. But in all of that, in that guilt and in that shame, I made some decisions that I could have avoided if I wouldn't have allowed that guilt and that shame to hold me down.
That's right.
I continued in a pattern because I was saying to myself, well, you've already done it. Who are you to stop now? You can't change.
Right.
Because you put that label on yourself and you hold on to it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So in this process of writing this book and learning everything, my whole goal, and I believe that this is a part of my call and my purpose, is to let people know.
Yeah.
And you guys were talking about it before, the mind is such a powerful.
It is.
So powerful.
It is.
And it can restrict you from anything. One of my favorite verses now, and it's going to sound odd, but it's one of my favorite verses. But Genesis 3:11, when Adam and Eve, they had just eaten of the fruit and they were ashamed and they put on fig leaves and they hid. And God asked the question he already knew the answer.
Already knew the answer.
He did.
Adam, where are you?
Right.
I know where you are.
Yeah. Where you are.
Duh.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when Adam responded, he hid because we're naked. And God responded, and I just love his response.
Powerful. Who told you?
That we're naked.
I love that.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
And I heard it once I was and I've heard this story many times before.
For you, that is powerful.
It is. And I was at a revival, and when the pastor said that, I'm like, wait.
Right.
Who
told you?
I started going back to chapter 2.
Researching.
Did I miss it? And sure enough, no one ever explained, no one ever said, hey, Adam, or technically Eve, if you eat of this, you're going to be naked.
Right.
Yeah.
That was never what he said. And it was just interesting to me because then I started thinking to myself, wait, who told me I was this?
Who
told me? That's right.
Come on.
And when you really think about it, no one has ever called me the things that I allowed myself to be called.
That's right. That's right.
And that's a part of the deception.
That's right.
That's a part of the deception piece, is that the enemy, it was all a part of that one thing.
That's right.
It was all a part of that one thing. And it was about the mind.
It was about the
mind.
mind.
So when the Lord said, who told you?
That's right.
And we have to be careful who speaks into our lives.
Yes. And then what we hold on to.
And what we hold on to.
There are several things that you're saying that are worth, expounding upon. First of all, where are you?
Where are you?
And I think that is a great, we talked about mental space on one of the shows.
Yeah.
And taking time out to, just kind of rejuvenate and reflect and meditate and determine. So a great question to start asking yourself today is, where are you?
Where are you
in your life?
In this place?
Where are you in your walk? Where are you in your journey? Where are you in your mindset? Where are you on your business, in your job, in your career? Where are you?
Yeah. Because you're somewhere.
Everybody is somewhere. Even though we're existing and we're walking around and we're talking, really and truly, where are you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because typically we're in a lower place than what we project.
That's powerful. And then you go through that trial and that particular situation that can bless others.
That's right.
But then you're hiding.
Because we're so ashamed because we're projecting.
Right. Yeah, so you're hiding out.
We're not even able to confront.
But let me tell you about this fruit. Let me tell you about what I did that brought me here so that you, because we're not our own, we've been bought with a price.
That's right.
And so the testing of our faith is to show that God is able to do. It's never about us.
And so you have to be willing to discover.
That's good.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. even when you were saying about that, where are you in life?
Yeah.
My mom used to get so upset with me because I would just be feeling so bad about myself.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Mom, I don't feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be. And she would always have to remind me.
That's right.
Do you realize you have a degree?
Yes.
You're working in the
Thank
field.
God for Mom.
Yes.
Thank you for balancing us. Yes.
And she would always have to remind me, and she would always say it this way. She was like, "Do you realize you are much further at your age than when I was your age? Like you have an apartment that I couldn't even imagine."
That's right.
And when she said, I was like, you know what? I guess that's right because you're right. We put ourselves in these places.
We do.
And going back to you, like we hide even from ourselves.
Yes. Yes.
And I don't know what it is, so I kind of constantly remind. There would be points where every time I would get in the car, thank you God for this car.
Yes.
It may not be something to a millionaire over there,
yes.
but thank you for this car.
Yes.
I turned on the engine and it came on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then we start.
Then we start the freedom process.
And that's what it was.
Amen.
And that's what I had to learn. I would come to work and there'd be days where I'd be upset. Thank you, God, for this job.
Yes. Yes.
I need some coffee. It's early, but thank you for this place of employment.
Yes.
Thank you. I've never had to have my electricity cut off. I've never gotten an eviction notice on my door.
Yes.
And it all goes down to that mindset.
Yes, it does.
Nobody told me I was a failure.
Right.
Nobody did. Where are you and who told you that?
And who told you that?
You know, where are you in your spirit?
And God said that in authority.
Yeah, and who
told
you were a failure?
Right.
My God. And so we are thankful for people that are able in these seasons in our lives because everyone goes through them. That are able to speak and be God's voice of peace and remind us of all of our accomplishments and what we've done and where we are, even though, you know, we're not where we want to be, we're a lot better off. And so you mentioned, and you know, there is a tagline and a song, and I just kind of keep it around. And, you know, I've ministered on it several times, and it's a song about Bag Lady. And I like what you said. I wasn't meant to carry that. So when you were writing this self-discovery book, were you aware of some things that you weren't meant to carry?
I definitely was. I was aware of a lot of things that were not I wasn't supposed to carry. And even in that process, I talked about it before. I was doing an interview on Facebook Live. In that process, I also discovered some things that I had suppressed it for so long that I didn't even know it existed. When I was a freshman in college, I was involved with this guy, and I don't know why it got suppressed for so long, but I started to think about it. And I, in the very technical sense, was raped. I remember telling this man, like, no, fighting him off. He was obviously much larger than me. But I don't know what it was, but it got suppressed for so long because once again, I began blaming myself. Oh, well, you shouldn't have went over there. You shouldn't have done this. You should have left. You know?
Right. All these things that people go through.
Absolutely. So I even discovered that, and in that process, that was another bag that I was not meant to carry. But I didn't even know it was in my car. I didn't even know it. And it has to go.
It has to go.
It has to
that's
go.
Powerful.
But you know what?
Powerful.
You have to take the time, especially, let's go here. When I understand about the 51st dates and the single and kind of examining.
Sure.
And we've all, if you reach any level of maturity. Mine wasn't necessarily the 51st dates, but it was recognizing some patterns, saying, let me take myself off. Let me define who I am. Let me write this book that talked about re-imaging, and then let me represent.
That's powerful.
Okay. Allow God to do some things in me.
Do some things in me.
Take away some things, add some things, refine some things, discover some things, you know, just kind of refine who we are.
That's
and
good.
so if you reach any level of maturity in your life,
that's right,
it will lead you down the road to self-discovery.
Yes, it will.
Absolutely.
Yes, it
and
will.
Self-discovery is really freedom.
It is freedom.
Oh, yes.
Because it's an unveiling of sorts.
That's right.
You know, when you carry your purse around, and I tell Dr. K all the time, I'll say, this purse is heavy.
Right.
And she's like, well, Mom, I said, this purse is heavy.
And Mama, we debate because we feel like it's stuff in there we really need. My purse too heavy right now. But I swear I need it.
I need it. But it wasn't until I went to the doctor for my shoulder.
Yes.
That I discovered that I was carrying weight.
Yes.
That was unnecessary.
That's right.
And what does it begin to do? Break you down.
Right.
And you have to recognize it.
That's exactly right. I didn't know why my shoulder was hurting.
Right.
You know, I'm just grabbing that big bag every day.
Right.
But it's not until you realize.
You got to go through
just as
self-discovery.
the woman of God said.
Yes.
I had to realize. I didn't realize that. I was carrying that, and I was carrying that. So I did start taking some things out of my purse.
Yes.
Right.
Because I realized I didn't need
And
it.
even using that analogy, because
Mm-hmm.
everybody does it to me too.
Yeah.
When I give them my purse,
Yeah.
they say it's heavy.
Right.
But to me, it's not heavy.
I need all
Because
that.
you've
Right.
adapted to the weight.
Right.
That's
You
right.
got
Come on.
used to the
Oh
weight
my
that
God.
you carry.
Yeah.
That's right. And the thing about carrying
Oh,
weight
we just said something.
and bags
Yeah.
and shame and
Yeah.
all these different
Shame,
things,
yeah.
it impacts, Adrian,
It does.
our ability
Yes.
to connect
Yes, it
and
does.
to relate
Absolutely.
and to create relationships.
Mhm.
And I'm talking authentically.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
That's
although
good.
we are not
Preach, Doc. That's
identifying
good.
that it's in
That-
the call,
That's good.
Mhm.
it's
We know
in
it's
the
there.
call, because we filter everything by that.
We do.
Right.
You
We
do.
filter the next relationship by that.
Mhm.
You filter the next job by that.
Mhm.
You filter the next
You
female
don't
that you
realize
meet
it.
by that.
By that.
Right.
So,
You filter
so
the next
so-
business venture
So
by
any
that.
good guy, any decent guy,
Yeah.
you know, by suppressing that issue,
Right.
you looking at him with the side eye.
That's
You
right.
got- I mean, you like, okay, because nobody else gonna ever do that again.
Right.
So
Right.
even a decent guy
Right.
that comes in, you got that guard up, but you
That's
don't
right.
realize it's up.
Mhm. Where it
And I
came
mean,
from, that's right.
Dr. K has a saying. She says, "Mom, when you get excited or passionate about something, you walk fast."
Yes. She
And
do
I
good.
didn't
Them short
realize.
legs
She
get to
said,
moving,
she
girl.
said, them short legs be moving.
Right.
And I didn't realize that. But we have that. There's that mechanism on
That's
the
right.
inside.
That's right.
And we turn that switch on.
That's right.
And what it says is that
That's right.
that's not happening to me again.
That's right.
So everybody is viewed through those lenses.
So how did
Wow.
this road to self-discovery and then of course taking a challenge.
Yeah.
So when we start answering the question, where are you?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna have to
I'm
say
like,
something
I'm gonna
about
preach
that.
that. I'm
Where
gonna
are
I'm
you?
gonna preach it. Where
And
are
then who
you?
told you that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
That's
number three.
powerful.
Yes, you have your mom, which is phenomenal, who continues, mom is phenomenal.
reaffirm.
They continue to
That's right.
remind us
That's right.
that we are, but we have to start believing it.
Right.
So now there's always a challenge.
Yeah.
Because something is going to always test your belief.
Yes.
Right.
So you take this challenge to write this book.
Uh-huh.
How were you able, and then of course you're developing this blog because we learned that when you proclaim something,
Yes.
healing and accountability comes from proclamation.
Yes.
If you really
You
want to
really-
let somebody mad,
Yeah.
hold them accountable.
Hold them accountable.
Right.
So we know that when we start blogging
We
and
start
writing,
blogging.
Right.
that is your ability to be
Yeah.
transparent
That's right.
and then able to be held accountable and take feedback and have a conversation because now we're growing.
You're right.
So we take this challenge to write
Yeah.
this book because everybody has a book.
Everybody has
Oh,
a book in them.
absolutely.
It's
I
about are you
believe
disciplined
that.
enough
Yeah.
to write it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you going to invest the time?
Yeah.
Right.
Are you going to
I
confront
love that.
what's going to
I love
come
that.
out?
Absolutely.
I love that.
Okay, so how did the journey of healing start taking place? Because we're getting rid of this shame now.
Yeah, we're getting rid of it.
And I mean, you
And
got
the
to work through it.
embarrassment and all that.
embarrass-
Yeah.
all that bad
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stinking thinking,
layer up on
Right.
layer.
stuff riding in your
Yeah.
car,
Yeah.
All of
in your
that.
Yeah.
purse,
In your purse.
Just hurting.
you know,
It's
interactions.
you're hurting yourself.
Because now you got to go back and start thinking about rough interactions.
Yeah.
Right.
So you didn't even know it. So you didn't even know.
Like, I'm
You-
so
yeah.
aware now.
Yeah, I'm so aware.
I'm so aware.
Come on, you
Yes.
can be razor sharp.
But
Cut
you
up
can-
everything come your way. Even
That's
the good
right.
stuff.
That's
You just
right.
be cutting stuff.
But that's what self-discovery helps you to be.
Yes.
Is aware.
Is
Right.
aware.
You know,
Mm.
that, it was so funny because I didn't expect it to
Amazing.
happen as quickly as it did.
Yeah, it happens quick now.
Yes, that healing was
when you start asking.
right. It was almost immediate because
Wow.
as I was writing, and what I started to discover as I was writing the book, when I drive to work in the morning,
Mhm.
radio silence.
Yes.
I cannot listen to the radio because those are the moments that I get to take the time to process
Yes.
what I just
That's
put
good.
on paper.
Okay.
And what I started to realize in those places of healing,
Mhm.
I started, it was like every layer was uncovered. Because then I was able, because I'm an analogy
Yeah.
queen.
Right.
Yeah.
I love analogies.
Mhm.
And I would start to think about other relationships, and I started to notice how whatever that chapter was, even I have a chapter in there where I talk about the conversations between me and my mom.
Mhm.
There's nothing really specific about any
Right.
one situation.
Sure.
But even in those moments, I started to realize that level of intimate conversation that I'm able to have with my mom that I wouldn't allow anybody else to have.
Right.
I have friends that
transparency, yes,
Right.
vulnerability,
absolutely,
yes.
And even though like those friends never physically hurt me or do anything
Right.
like anyone else, I even started to notice those. So I had to have a conversation once with my mentor about it, and having to discover and put action behind. There is a lack of intimacy in my friendships.
Right.
Yeah. And it explains so much. So that healing was almost immediate, and it literally felt like layers were being stripped off of me.
Wow.
Like, it was amazing. Absolutely. And I remember someone asked me a couple of months ago, I did a video on my website, and I remember my friend asked me, do you finally feel free?
Wow.
And I got emotional.
Yes, yes.
Because I truly believe I feel free.
Yes.
And that's something that people some people never get to experience that.
That's right.
You go your whole life.
That's right.
Bound.
That's right. Literally.
To a situation.
To a situation that you refuse to deal with.
Yeah.
Right.
Because when we talk about intimacy and conversation, the conversations that we have with our moms and our dads and even our siblings, they're similar to conversations with the Lord.
Yes.
And even people are so guarded, they don't even really want to be, where are you?
Right.
That was a rhetorical question.
Absolutely.
He already knows.
Yeah.
He's waiting on you to acknowledge.
Right.
But that is good. That was delicious.
I love that.
I mean, that right there, that's just going to make my whole day.
Then my whole day, it just gave me so much life. Where are you?
Where are you?
So I might as well just go ahead and tell you.
Yeah.
But when we start talking about intimacy,
because you already know,
we're putting ourselves at a risk.
We are.
And we don't like that. See, you're controlling your environment.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And when you keep somebody out.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So you're controlling.
I like that, Doc. That's good.
Because when you open up,
you
put yourself in a position where you might just be hurt one more time.
Yeah.
Or that. You're talking to somebody that had to know that. Because I control all this right here.
Yeah. Trust me.
And I let Jesus in.
Right.
But I'm controlling this.
Oh, that's right. Absolutely.
But you have to then become.
You do.
Because also you can be loved one more time.
Yeah.
And that could be the right love.
Powerful.
But I'm controlling this
right here.
Right. Right. Exactly. Wait a minute.
Right.
I like that.
So I like the fact. So how were you able to start opening up to a degree where you feel comfortable to build more authentic relationships?
Yeah.
Because intimacy produces authentic relationships in life.
Yeah.
And we actually need those.
We need them.
Do you know that?
We really do need them.
I take Elder Mama everywhere. Because I was refusing to do that one time in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got you.
For a long space.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just said, you sanctify, feel Holy Ghost, but we better go listen to some jazz right now.
Yeah.
My parents became my dates.
Yeah. Yeah.
They did.
Because you make that decision.
Because you make that decision that I don't want to do that with anyone again. Like right now, I'm just not in that space to do that.
Right.
And it wasn't until you get healed, you receive healing, and you take a chance that you discover that there's something else on the other side that's not all negative.
That's right.
So were you able to do that to start building some better relationships?
Yes, I definitely was. And even I've had a friend who I've had since I was in the 6th grade, but 10, 11 years old. And even some of the things I've shared with her, I think it was maybe 2 years ago, I finally, because there was a point in my life, a few times in high school and once in college, where I took attempts on my life. Nobody knew that. It was just me and God. That was the only person who knew.
Yeah.
And I never told anyone. And I happened to tell her a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And the hurt on her face.
Yeah.
I mean, she cried.
Yeah.
And it was that moment where I realized that I had never truly been intimate with this friend who I've known for over a decade.
Right.
She was always there for me in every situation. When our other friends walked away from me, she would still, hey girl, you want to have lunch? She was always that person.
Wow.
And that's when I realized it, and to see the hurt in her eyes, that's when I knew that there are people out there who do truly care.
That's right.
That's powerful.
There are people out there. Say that again.
Powerful.
Right. There are
truly
love you.
That's beautiful.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I just really felt that.
Because people
they don't know that. And I don't want to cry.
And sometimes
but
you
I'm
have
just
to go through so many.
That's so rich.
To find people
someone
that
genuinely
care.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And even in the same respect of relationships. I'm not in one right now, but being able to be in that space where, of course, I've been heartbroken before, but knowing that there is going to be someone, some man who will love me and who will go out of his way to try his hardest not to break my heart. You know?
Right.
And even that is powerful in itself.
That's powerful.
Because I can't go around shaking hands and meeting people and assuming how long it's going to take for you to break my heart.
Right. Yes.
Right. What's the point?
Mindset, space.
Right.
So I have to appreciate you.
Yeah.
I do want to circle back around before we get, to your handles and all of that. But how did this 51st date? Because you're right, it's a metamorphosis process.
It is.
So, we pin a lot of stuff on other people when it's really us.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate and I applaud you for taking the opportunity to grow.
Right.
Because a lot of times people try to do their growing pains in a relationship when it's really good for you to do your growing pains outside of.
Right.
Because it's going to be a lot that you bring together anyway because you're two diverse people. So taking the opportunity to grow and develop and discover, identify, and define.
Because we too can victimize people. We too can, yeah, we too can victimize people. We too can cause people to say, well, what did I do to deserve that? Nice. Because there are a couple of things. There is a place called misplaced shame.
Right.
And that misplaced shame is where the enemy, come on, causes shame to bind you.
That's right.
And misplaced shame is that place that happens to us that's beyond our control.
Yes.
It's the actions of others that maybe violated us against our will. So we have to understand misplaced shame.
Yes.
That's the place that we say, God, I am here and I'm ashamed of what I did, but I wasn't a willing participant.
Right.
And then there is the shame that says, because I know better, I want to do better. So we can't do away with our conscience.
That's right.
But at the same time, we can't be bound because we have to understand we serve a God that will meet us where we are.
That's right.
And that's what's so amazing about him.
That's right.
Is that we don't have to be this great person already. We can be the one in the bushes.
That's right.
Where he says, where are you?
That's right. Where are you?
We can be that person.
That's right.
He still loved him.
That's right.
In fact, when he put him out of the garden, he put a coat on him.
That's right.
Come on. He didn't leave him naked. He covered him.
That's right.
He made sure they had what they needed. They just couldn't be in that place again.
That's right.
Because oftentimes when we walk into those places, it will cause us sometimes to be put out of places that we can't necessarily go back.
That's right.
But God will deliver us
from
any of those places of shame.
I
think that's amazing.
That's right. And so on this road to discovery and moving away, coming through this area, of shame and rebuilding who you are, you have to take the time to do that so you can put things in their proper perspective.
That's right. Absolutely.
So that we don't operate through the lenses of, because you're right. If it's something misplaced or something that somebody else did to us, then everybody that represents that person, we put it on them.
We do.
Right.
We do. We do.
And then, so we're going to project this. They didn't do it, but we're projecting it onto them. That's our outward attribute. And then that's the internal, what we already feel guilty about that we won't release ourselves from.
Right.
So the word is give yourself permission.
Give yourself permission.
To be free. So you gave yourself permission.
Yeah.
I did. And it's still scary now.
Right.
Yeah. Even being here, I'm like,
yeah.
Right.
But you're absolutely right. Giving myself permission to be free and continuing to be free.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's almost like it's a everyday.
Right.
It is.
You can be free today.
Yeah.
And
Come
be
on.
down tomorrow.
Because it's called a daily renewing.
Right.
Yes,
The word even says that.
Exactly.
Daily. Because we slip back. We slip back. These things don't go away.
They don't.
No,
These areas of
They're
shame
part of
and
who we
embarrassment, and I want to be vulnerable and taking risk. And really, Jesus?
Yeah.
I told you I control this, Lord.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you in.
Right.
And So you have to do this daily. So what are some things that you learned through the 51st dates that help you to come through your metamorphosis process and get out of the shame and freedom, and then to the book? So what were some things that you learned? Because that's very interesting. That's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Because we need to bring on the date. I'm serious. We need to bring on the dating panel.
Yeah.
So this 51st dates, what did you learn?
Yeah.
I learned, and it's gonna sound weird to say, I learned who I am,
yes.
what I like to do, because the events that I would go to and the things I would do, most of the times I picked. You know, I like to laugh.
Yeah.
Comedy shows, depending on who it is, because if you're cussing all hour, I gotta go.
Right.
You know, but like you were saying, jazz music.
Yes.
I love to hear live instruments.
Yes.
I love art museums. I would go to the Dallas Museum of Art all the time. I began to learn who I was and
very
what
important.
I like.
Very important.
Wow.
Because I don't want to be. And granted, you know, new experiences are always awesome.
Yeah.
But I learned what Adrienne wanted to do, what she likes to do. And I was able to get to that place where I was so comfortable. I will go to jazz spots by myself.
Yes.
And we'll have the time of my life.
Girl, you are preaching.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You know, it was because I knew who I was.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm an artsy gal. I like artsy things.
Right.
You'll catch me just in there just by myself.
Yes. With that confidence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and people will look at me like, "Are you waiting on someone?"
Yeah. My
She's here.
Right.
She's here. Right here.
Right. No.
She's here.
Right. My date's already here.
Yes,
Thank
right.
you. I love
Yeah.
you. But I think that's one thing, and I've noticed it even in myself. That's one thing that when it comes to dating, a lot of people never get into.
Right.
We're always trying to do what other people like.
Right.
And there is a balance between that. Because of course, when you get married, you know, your husband or your wife's going to have some things that you just don't like, but because that's your partner, all right, babe, because you like it.
I'll support you.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So there is that.
Right.
But at the same time, you don't want to date living in the other person's world.
Yeah.
You don't
It
want.
won't last.
It won't. And that's kind of what you guys were saying earlier. I forgot what it was, but something about like living within other people.
Right.
Yeah.
At a certain point, that person is going to get exhausted.
Of carrying you.
Right.
Right.
I
That
can't
is-
carry
that's
myself.
And validating you.
Validating you.
Let me just go ahead and hit you with that.
Yes.
Validation and carrying.
Come on.
You know, there's you need to be, and that's why we were talking about mindset.
Yeah, this is a part 2
Because
show because that's powerful.
It is. Mindset, it determines all of that. And you know, I know that people like to do their whole thing with religion and all that, but you need to be connected to something that helps you to ground your faith so you can see yourself in a lens other than where you are.
Yeah.
Right.
Because sometimes we're not strong enough to pull ourselves out of this shame.
Yeah.
We may not have a parent or a coach that challenges us to
People
journal it out.
That's true.
And people just don't know how
That's
to cope.
true. That's
so
true.
they walk around daily not knowing who they are,
Yeah.
not knowing what they like,
Yeah.
you know, trying to find themselves in another person that is broken,
Yeah.
which just leads to
Misery.
chaos.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's it.
You
That's
know,
powerful.
and learning how to, probably about 15 years ago, there was a concept, I read it and then I started trying it because I experiment on myself too. It said you had to start facing the awkward silence.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that people don't want to do in life.
That's true.
Period. They can
don't
be in a
want to.
relationship, they can have kids, they can be single, you cannot be single. Nobody wants to sit with the radio off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go to the restaurant and just like not talk to nobody.
Right.
It's called awkward silence.
Yeah.
And sometimes
That's
you
good,
have to
Doc.
be comfortable
Yeah.
in awkward silence.
You do?
And I've learned that you grow
You grow.
and you develop
You do.
and you become diverse
Right.
and you have more to offer someone else.
That's right.
When you face your own awkward silence.
Yes, you do.
When you go to the jazz concert.
Uh-huh.
Hello,
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah, yeah.
You know, when you put on your own clothes.
Yeah.
Where you going to the movie?
Yeah.
Right. I'm going tonight.
Me,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. Who you go? Me, find me. We going to the movie.
Right.
Because a lot of times we feel like we have to put our
We have
lives
to-
on hold.
That's right.
And if we just be honest,
Yeah. Just be
hello, somebody.
honest.
Right.
We have a whole life to live.
A whole
Right.
life. Yes.
Even in being
Yeah.
single,
That's right.
or grief or divorce or uncertainty or self-esteem issues, you still have a life.
You still
Right.
have a life.
So
to
how are you
live.
living your life?
How you
I
living your life?
am-
Like it's golden.
Yes,
That's a song.
absolutely. I am just trying to live the best life I possibly can with God on my side.
Yeah.
I take vacations by myself. I went to Chicago by myself last year for my birthday.
Yes.
Yeah. When I tell y'all I had so much fun, but you're absolutely right. It's not fair to other people to wait to live your life until they show
that's right.
up.
Yes.
That's not fair.
That's not fair.
That's an expectation that they will never meet.
That's right.
That's not fair.
And
that's
you shouldn't
powerful.
set them up
that's
for that.
Powerful.
Right.
And so I would encourage anybody to start answering the question, where are you? So where am I today?
Where am I today?
And then who told you whatever is in your brain?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I always encourage people to get with a coach or a mentor.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Someone
that's
that
good.
is objective.
That's right.
Because they're going to be able to challenge you in ways that if you receive it, it will help you to level up
That's right.
and be a better person.
That's right.
And then, of course, you need to start facing the awkward silence
Yes. You have to do that.
in your life.
Absolutely.
You do.
Yes, even if you're in a relationship or married, you have to be able to face that awkward silence.
Yes,
I love that.
Yes,
I do too.
You know,
that's powerful.
And this is I'm coming from, when I first moved out many years ago, I just looked really young. I couldn't eat by myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all this came about.
Yeah.
I couldn't eat the food in my apartment.
Right. Yeah.
So I'd have to go to my parents' house to eat.
She had food.
Right.
I couldn't eat. And so through self-discovery, talking to my friends, they're like, oh, that's psychological.
Yeah.
You are used to being connected. You eat at a certain time. You have this family union. So I started having to challenge myself. And I was like, Mom, today I'm going to eat.
She would have food in the pantry. It would have to sit outside the pantry.
But I started making steps.
Right.
Because I could not fix a plate. I could not eat.
She couldn't.
Wow.
She couldn't.
So what I'm supposed to do is starve to death?
Right.
Again, put life on hold. So losing weight, you can only eat at work with a group. So at 4 o'clock, I wasn't eating.
Wow.
And then we had ice one time, and you had to eat. You weren't stuck at home.
And it was just too much.
But it shows you
Lord.
The power of the mind.
The power of the mind.
And nobody did that to me.
Right. No one told you couldn't.
Nobody. Where am I? Hungry?
Right. Right.
Who told you this stomach I can't eat?
Right.
So I couldn't eat. It was psychological. So I had to start reading up on how to, assimilate and embrace my new apartment, this new life, this new career. I'm graduated. I'm supposed to be living life like it's golden, but I lost 40 pounds.
Right.
Because I can't eat after 4.
Right.
And then I started reading. You got to make your house a home.
Right.
You got to have a certain time.
Right.
You got to start buying stuff. So you have to sit down and discover who you are. So whether it is, relationship-wise, people spend a lot of time there. It's even in your career.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is.
A lot of people are stuck in careers that they're just doing it. They're just going through the motion.
Right.
But it's really not who they are, what they want to do.
Right.
But they're afraid to face the awkward silence, take a risk, build intimacy, all of those things that you talked about.
But thank God for you, women, young
Come
women
on,
like
man.
you
Come on,
guys.
man. Risk takers.
So amazing.
You got to take a risk.
I just love that. God bless y'all for
Because
that.
what if it works?
Yeah.
Right.
And what if it
We
works?
always say, what if it doesn't?
Yeah.
That's the
But what if it does?
What if it does?
What if it does?
You'd be greater.
Yes.
You'll come from this place to that place.
That's
little
right.
steps at a time.
That's right.
Understanding that
One
that-
jello
that-
at a time.
Well, all of that,
One
yeah,
jello
one
at a
jello at a time.
I'm ready to start making food,
Yeah.
Right.
And that it is His grace
That's right.
that's sufficient.
That's right.
Absolutely.
It is in His power that in our weaknesses that we're made strong.
Absolutely.
It's in that. It's taking that one step
That's right.
and realizing that what He says to those that are ashamed is
That's
lift
right.
your heads, O you
That's
gates.
it. That's
Yes.
it.
Be ye lifted up,
That's
you
right.
everlasting doors.
That's right.
And the King of glory, He shall come in. Who is He? He's the Lord, strong and mighty,
Right.
mighty in every battle.
And who told you that?
And who told you that?
So if it's not about His promise
Yeah,
and what He has spoken to us,
That's right.
we should not continue to rehearse those things.
we're not
Right.
going to own it.
So that helps us to start shedding the shame.
That's right.
It's not to buy in to what the world system says,
That's right.
what previous things have happened, because that's not who we are.
That's
Right.
not
We need
who
to just be
are.
honest. Do you have any
Yeah.
highlights that you want to share about
Yeah.
just being honest and working with Get the Book?
Yes. just being honest, exactly what we're talking about before. It is literally just me expressing everything that's coming out, me letting go of all that shame and all that guilt. There are reminders, just kind of helping people who are in those places. It's not an advice book, but it's definitely a here's what I did. You can try it if you like. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't, there are other resources. But it's definitely just to let other people know your story is unique to you, but it's not authentically unique. Right. There are other people who have been raped, other people who have committed suicide or attempted to commit suicide. Yeah. Everyone's stories are connected,
and we need to know that.
Right. Yeah. We absolutely need to know you are not alone.
Yes.
So right now the book is in pre-order, so if you would like to order it, you can go to AdrienneMullins.com. That's AdrienneMullins.com. There's a button on shop, and it's the only thing on there to shop for. Yeah. So there's not gonna be any complications. So yes, you can pre-order it there. If you would like to follow me on social media, my Facebook, Instagram are the Adrienne Mullins. Twitter is the Adrienne M. They only gave me a certain amount of characters.
Yeah, you're right.
But yes, definitely follow me there. I post as regularly as I can, just different Bible verses, different quotes, because I get it. You know, life can be hard. It can feel like you're by yourself. It's weighing down. And I really just want to be a vessel to say, you're not alone.
Yes.
Everything is going to work out just fine. Yes. If I can come on the other side of suicidal attempts and all this other stuff, you can too.
Yes.
You're not in this alone.
You're not in this alone.
Come on up on the other side.
She's still living.
Because she's still here.
She recognized that in my elder mama voice, if you ain't dead, you ain't done.
Yeah. Right.
And we ain't checking out early.
Right.
Because it's still for us. We still have work to do.
Absolutely.
Do you have any upcoming events?
I do not have any upcoming events at the moment. There is something that is in the works for November. It'll be in Houston, so please follow me. So when I get that information, you will get that information. There is a conference that I will be a part of next year. So once again, all this good stuff.
Yes.
Please follow me to get all the details. Because
absolutely.
I'm excited for what God is doing in my life. I'm just taking it one step at a time. And just letting Him lead the way.
And that's what we got to do.
Absolutely.
Steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord.
Ordered by the Lord.
So we want to thank you for being on today.
That's right.
We want to thank you for being on today.
Yeah.
So before we close out today's broadcast, Elder Mama, what do you have to share with us about some upcoming events?
Well, we have Elaine Mays Ministries Conference.
Yes.
Year 19. Hallelujah.
All right. Congratulations.
Entitled Push.
All right.
Praise until something happens.
Yes.
At the First St. John Cathedral. And we are excited.
Yes.
Our keynote speaker is Prophetess Janice Mixon.
All right.
And we are excited about what God is going to do in the house.
In the house.
And we're asking you to come on out and support us.
Yes.
And be a part of this great conference.
Yes.
And we've been doing a great work for many, many years, been in ministry many years, and we've been ministering to women and men of faith.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, we are the better for it.
Yes.
It is a word-based conference.
Yes.
Amen. If you're looking for a word, if you're looking for God to do something different in your life, come on out and be a part of it.
Yes.
Because we're in a season
where
we've got to push.
Yes.
Come on, we got to push. We've got to praise. We've got to pray until something happens. And we can't give in and give out.
That's right.
We got to push.
That's
and so we're inviting you to come out. That conference is October 27th.
Yes.
We're starting at 9:00 a.m. and we're excited about what God is going to do.
So we are super excited. We definitely want to thank our phenomenal millennial guest, Sister Adrienne, and her transparency.
Yes.
Because it is important that we continue to spread the message of hope.
Yes.
And it's important that we are honest. Shame is not our name.
Absolutely.
And so even the Word of God tells us to take off our grave clothes and get
Yes.
dressed.
Come on,
Hello,
get
somebody.
dressed. Get
and
up,
so
come out of
Adrienne
it.
Mullins is going to help you
Yes.
to take off your grave clothes from one young person to another. It's time to trade those garments.
Yes.
And start recognizing who we are and start answering the question about where are you.
Yeah.
That is a phenomenal question to utilize as a temp check. Where am I really?
Yeah. Right.
And then be honest about it.
Right. Be honest.
Don't fake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm in a bad place today.
Right.
I'm in a good place today. I'm great.
Yeah. Deliverance can't come.
Yes.
If you want to fake it,
right.
Deliverance can't come.
Yeah.
And I thank God for you great women of God.
Absolutely.
That are assisting others and helping others. We call this room the birthing room.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
This is a place where midwives come.
Yes.
Something is going to be born.
That's right.
Out of these revelations.
That's right.
And you guys are doing an amazing job.
Yes.
You're an amazing woman of God.
Yes,
thank you.
absolutely.
You are.
Thank you.
And Sister Mullins is awesome.
Yes.
Her parents are awesome.
Yes.
Great parents, great people of faith. And so we thank God for what you guys did here today.
Well, amen.
I believe liberation
So
has come.
let's make sure that we follow Adrienne Mullins on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Yes, make sure you follow her. Make sure you order her book. Let's go ahead and support the ministry. Even if it's not for you, place an order for a book for someone else.
That's
right.
right.
We want to also make sure we support my lovely co-host, Elder Mama.
Yes.
And her upcoming event,
Yes.
October 27th, Elaine Mace Ministry 19th year conference entitled
Yes.
Push. So we want to praise and we want to pray until something happens in your life. And then,
That's
of
right.
course, make sure you follow Dr. K. I am Kingdom Fitness _Dr. K on Instagram.
Yes.
I am Dr. Kendra Mays on Facebook. And I'm also Kingdom Fitness by Dr. K on Facebook. So once again, it's been a phenomenal show, Kingdom Conversation, DFWI Radio.
Yes.
We want to thank you for tuning in. We also want to thank our Facebook Live folks for tuning in. It's been a phenomenal show.
Thank you.
Yes. And so until next time, make sure you push someone else to be great. Elder Mama, you have anything else to say? We're closing out.
Oh, no, we are great. We're awesome. And I'm going forth on this Saturday all day long.
Yes.
Remembering the words that went forth in this place today because they blessed me as well.
Yes.
I want to thank you.
All right. Until next time, this is Kingdom Conversation signing out.